start some pranayama practices. The basic of any pranayama practice is to understand how the breathing mechanism works. Especially the deep inhalation and exhalation helps to strengthen our lungs, the muscles in our chest area, and helps the body to assimilate more oxygen, and also for complete exhalation of the spent air or the carbon dioxide from our lungs. The deep inhalation exhalation in yogic terms is called as Anuloma Villoma. What exactly is deep inhalation and exhalation? We normally use just our lungs to breathe, and most of the time we do not even use the full lungs for effective breathing. We just make do with just using half of our lungs, and thereby our body fails to get the required amount of oxygen for all its functioning. The chest muscles are connected to the abdominal organs by a thin muscular organ known as the diaphragm. It is the diaphragm that controls the expansion and contraction of the lungs. So we use the stomach muscles to indirectly control the expansion and contraction of the lungs by contracting and expanding the diaphragm. So how we do that? While inhaling, we consciously expand our stomach muscles. By this, the diaphragm muscle contracts. The contraction of the diaphragm muscles helps to passively expand the lungs, and we are able to take in more oxygen. And while exhaling, we very consciously and deliberately withdraw our stomach muscles, almost take it inside as much as possible. This helps to relax the diaphragm muscles, that in turn contracts the lungs, and then the spent air is expelled completely through our nostril. So this is the concept behind deep inhalation and exhalation, and how the stomach, the diaphragm and our lungs helps to give us a full good and strong breathing practice. Now let's go for 5 rounds of Anuloma Villoma, that is 5 rounds of deep inhalation and a slow exhalation. Another word here, usually in yogic breathing terminologies, we say the exhalation should be longer than the inhalation. We usually talk about ratios here. For beginners, we can have a ratio of 1:1.5. That is, if we inhale for 4 counts, we will exhale for 6 counts. This is usually set for the beginners, and as we get more practice, we can expand it to 1:2. That is, we inhale for 4 counts and exhale for 8 counts. Whatever be the ratio, just keep in mind the exhalation should be of a longer duration than the inhalation. So keeping these 2 things in mind, let's start our first inhalation. Now, hold your hands in chin mudra, that is, join the thumb with the forefinger and stretch out the other 3 fingers. Place them loosely on your lap. Sit straight. Always keep your back, neck and head in straight line. Before we actually begin the pranayama, it's customary to start it with a shloka. Let's do that. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Om Pranasyedam Vashe Sarvam Tridivee Yath Prrathishtitham Maateva Putraan Rakshasva Shrischa Videhinaam Ithi. Slowly open your eyes. The wordings of the shloka and the meaning, I will add it in the description box below. You can check it out. Now, let's start the inhalation. Bring your consciousness to the nostril tips and try to inhale through the both nostrils equally. Take a deep breath. Expand your stomach. You can place your left hand on your stomach to get the full feeling. Inhale completely. And while exhaling, let your stomach contract and fall back into the abdominal cavity. And along with that, notice that your hand is also going inside. Inhale. Exhale slowly and deliberately and for a longer duration. Inhale. Relax. If you are new to pranayama practices, just start slowly. Initially, just limit it to 5 deep inhalation, exhalation. As you get more practice and as the lungs develop strength, you can increase it. The Anuloma Villoma, which we just learned, is a primary step or a preparatory step towards pranayama. The actual pranayamas begins from Nadi Shuddhi practices. What exactly is a Nadi Shuddhi? As per the Ayurveda and Yoga, there are around 72,000 nadis in our body. The 3 main nadis are the Sushumna, the Ida and the Pingala. The Sushumna nadi, all these 3 nadis run in our spinal column. The Sushumna is the center, which is the most important one, and it is flanked on either side by the Ida and the Pingala. The Pingala nadi refers to the sun and it runs through the right side and it is connected with the right nostril. The Ida is connected to the moon and it runs through the left side and is connected with the left nostril, while the Sushumna is the central one. The well-being of the Ida and the Pingala assures that the Sushumna nadi is functioning correctly. The Sushumna nadi is important for Hatha Yoga practitioners to allow the Kundalini to raise from the Mooladhara chakra and take it up to the crown chakra or the Sahasrara. Those details I will give you proper links in the description box. You can read more about the nadis and their functions. Nadi Shuddhi attempts to correct the Ida and the Pingala. How we do that? Let's learn it now. To activate the right nostril, we close the left nostril and inhale and exhale through the right nostril. To activate the Ida nadi or the one which is connected with the moon, we close the right nostril and then inhale and exhale through the left nostril. But when we inhale through one nostril, exhale through the other, and once again inhale through the same nostril and exhale through the other one out, it is known as Nadi Shuddhi or alternate nostril breathing. How we do Nadi Shuddhi? Let's learn now. Sit straight, keep your back erect, hold Chin Mudra in your hand, and in the right hand adopt Nasika Mudra. In the Nasika Mudra, we fold this second, the index finger and the middle finger against the palm, keep the right thumb open and stretch out the other 2 fingers. The right thumb is used to control the right nostril, closing and opening of the right nostril and the left nostril is controlled by the other two fingers. Nadi Shuddhi usually starts with an inhalation through the left nostril, and once we inhale completely through the left nostril, we close the left nostril and open the right nostril and exhale through the right nostril, and then inhale back through the right nostril, close the right nostril with the thumb and exhale through the left nostril. This completes one cycle of Nadi Shuddhi. Like this, we do 5 rounds of Nadi Shuddhi, and make sure you always end the Nadi Shuddhi practice by exhaling through the left. Let's start the first round. Adopt Nasika Mudra and Chin Mudra in your left hand. Keep your left hand loosely placed. With the thumb of the right hand, close the right nostril. Your left nostril is open now. Take a deep inhalation.
Hold it. Continue.
Close the left nostril with the last 2 fingers. Release the thumb and open the right nostril. Exhale slowly through the right nostril. And once the exhalation is complete, start inhaling through the right nostril again. Now close the right nostril with the thumb. Open the left nostril and exhale through the left nostril. This completes one cycle of Nadi Shuddhi. Now let's go for the other 4 rounds. Just follow with me. Again, with the thumb, close the right nostril. Inhale through left. You can keep your eyes closed for a better experience. So your mind is concentrated on the breathing. Inhale through left. Close the left. Open right. Exhale through right. Inhale through right again. Close the right nostril. Open the left and exhale. This completes second round. Now that we have understood the basics of Nadi Shuddhi, let's complete the other 3 rounds. Once again, close your right nostril, start inhaling. Close the left, exhale through right. Inhale through right. Close, open your left nostril, exhale. Inhale through left. Close, exhale through right. Inhale through right. Close your right. Open your left nostril. Exhale through left. Last draw. Inhale deeply through left. Close your left nostril. Open your right and exhale through right. Inhale through right. Close your right. Open your left nostril and completely exhale. Slowly release the Nasika Mudra and relax. Initially, it is good to start any pranayama practices very gently with a few rounds to allow your body to get adjusted to the deep breathing effects and also to help your lungs develop their strength. Then, as you gain more experience and more strength, you can increase the numbers. It is traditionally, all these practices are done in the multiples of 3. That is, you usually start from 3 and then increase it to 6, 9, 12, 15, and finally, as you get more and more practice, people can go up to 108 practices, 108 rounds of Nadi Shuddhi also. But do it very gently over a period of 2 to 3 months. But always remember, the exhalation should be longer than the inhalation, and the ratio also start with 1:1.5 and then gradually take it up to 2. Thank you. The third pranayama practice that we are going to learn today is Brahmari. Brahmari comes from the word Brahmara. In Sanskrita, Brahmara is the honeybee. So in Brahmari practice, we are going to do a similar humming sound, very similar to the humming sound of the honeybee. The benefits of Brahmari are many, and it will be difficult to explain everything in this short video. I'll give the description in the description box. Please read, and also you can read about Brahmari in other texts and scriptures also. Now let's see how we can do Brahmari. As I said, the humming sound, how we generate the humming sound. First, we take a deep inhalation, press the tip of the tongue against the upper palate and place it right behind the upper row of teeth and then chant Nakara. Since we close the mouth and chant Nakara, when the sound actually comes out, it is somewhere between N and Ma. I'll just demonstrate that. Heard that? The chanting of Brahmari creates a very wonderful vibration in the head region, which has a direct impact on the neurological functioning of our brain. More description in the description box. Now we learned how to chant. The next is the positioning of our hands. There are 3 ways in which we can do Brahmari. One, by just keeping our hands in Chin Mudra. The second is to close our ears. In few schools, they advise to close the ears by putting our fingers into the ears, which is generally not advisable because if the fingertips are not clean, it can lead into ear infections. So what we advise is use your thumbs to press the smaller pinna, the small projection here, right? Just press down on that and close the ear canal and then chant Brahmari. Second demonstration. Third way of doing Brahmari is using the Shanmukhi Mudra. We use our 5 fingers for that. How we place the fingers? The forefinger is placed against the eyebrow and gently closes down on the eyelids. The middle finger is placed next to the nostrils and it is used to slightly control the opening of the nostrils while inhaling and exhaling. The ring finger comes over your upper lip and the little finger comes just under your lower, and with the thumb press down on the pinna and the smaller pinna and close the ear canal. What is actually happening here is, with our 5 fingers, we are effectively closing down on 4 of our sense organs. The sensory input from the external world is cut off by the use of the Shanmukhi Mudra, and it helps the mind to focus inwards on the breathing and on the chant. Now, let's do the Bhramari practice. Now, what we will do now is, we will practice 3 rounds of Bhramari chanting by just keeping our hands in Chin Mudra. 3 rounds by closing our small pinna against the ear canal, and the last 3 rounds by practicing Shanmukhi Mudra. Sit straight, hold your fingers in Chin Mudra, keep your back, neck and head in one straight line. Now, take a deep inhalation, and before you start exhaling, press the tip of the tongue against the upper palate and place it behind the upper row of teeth. Close your mouth and then start to chant Nakara. Observe the vibration of Nakara in your head region. Second round, take a deep inhalation. Again, press your tip of the tongue against the upper palate, close your mouth and chant Nakara. Third round. Open your eyes. The next 3 rounds, we will chant Bhramari by using our thumbs to press down on the ear canals on the small pinna. Take a deep breath. Remember to place the tongue against the upper palate. Inhale. Second round. Take a deep inhalation. Press your tongue against the upper palate and start chanting Nakara. Third round. Take a deep inhalation. Raise your hands. The last 3 rounds, we will do it by holding Shanmukhi Mudra. Once again, I'll demonstrate that to you. Place your 4 fingers against your eyebrow and part of it against the upper eyelids. Close your eyes. The middle finger, slightly bend them and place them next to the nostrils. The ring finger over your upper lips and the little fingers under your upper lips. Use the thumbs to press down on the small pinna and close the ear canal completely. Now use the middle finger to slightly contract and open the nostrils while inhaling and exhaling. Now press down on your thumbs completely. Slightly relax your middle finger. Take a deep inhalation. Press the tongue against the upper lip. Slowly contract and half close your nostrils and chant Nakar. Second round. Inhale by slowly, slightly relaxing your middle fingers. Half close your nostrils. Third round. Inhale deeply. Release your fingers. Bring your hands down and relax. You can use any of these three methods to chant Brahmari. Even here, start with 3 rounds initially and slowly as you gain more experience and when your lungs become more stronger, you can increase the numbers.